up on Deer Gear. We'll hear from Deer Gear's Wade Middleton about how to keep you and your gear dry with Frog Togs. Then we'll show you how to keep your game fresh and no freezer burn. Also, Garmin's Ted Gartner will show you how cool the new Garmin Astro is. And don't worry if you want to plant food plots in a very dry area, because you can. Deer Gear starts now.
You know, packing gear and knowing what to take, so-called planning, is really important for any trip. It doesn't matter whether it's just a couple-hour trip or a 10-day trip. You've got to make sure you've got the right things in your gear bag, your backpack, or whatever you're carrying when you get ready to go to the field, so that you can be prepared for a variety of situations. You know, what type of optics do you take? What type of skinning knife might you need? Do you need some scent control gear, range finders? Obviously, all those things are key things that need to go into your backpack. But something a lot of people forget about and get burned by it is making sure that they've got a set of rain gear in for changing weather conditions. You know, you can check the weather, see if what's going to be coming in, and if you see bad weather coming in, make sure you're packed and prepared for that, because then you can hunt longer when it comes time to get in the stand. For me, that means packing some Frog Togs. They're super easy to pack into a backpack. They don't weigh a lot, and they're so easy to be able to take out and put on that you're not wasting any time when you're in the field. And best of all, they're going to keep you dry and a little warmer when the weather changes.
The strategy that made Frog Togs the undisputed leader in light, breathable, affordable rainwear and one of the most recognized names in the rainwear industry is simple. Frog Togs listens to customers. As customer base expands from the traditional sporting segments into other outdoor activities, this commitment is strengthened. Frog Togs understand that a growing market means increased demand for and scrutiny of product quality. The response to this is embodied in new, high-quality products such as Elite and Tech Toad lines. Frog Togs has spent more than 10 years designing and developing new technologies in outerwear to keep you dry and comfortable. With an impressive hunting product line, Frog Togs offers a wide variety of products such as the Classic Pro Advantage, Camo All Sports, Women's Pro Action Suit, and Pro Action Camo Jacket. Frog Togs deliver the quality, style, and technology to fit your lifestyle demands. Whatever you do, there's a Frog Tog suit for you.
When it comes to the Frog Togs, for me, I can roll them up, quickly put them in my backpack. I also keep sets in my ATVs, keep them in my truck, keep them in the Rhino, so that no matter what's going on, I'm prepared for those weather changes or temperature drops that are out there, so that I can continue my hunt and not have to worry about being uncomfortable and getting wet.
For more information, go to frogtogs.com. Deer Gear is brought to you by Garmin, Smith & Wesson, Danner Boots, Frog Togs, and Do All Outdoors. We'll be right back.
My passion is rim fires. Which is why I hold the spot-on advantage. And there are a million more like me, using spot-on to build confidence when shooting farther with more precision than ever before. The next generation of shooting accuracy has arrived. Join us.
If you're growing a garden, flowers, or houseplants, kick them into high gear by spraying Plant Power.
Here at the Clinton Presidential Library, Plant Power works for us.
We would not think about growing a crop without Plant Power.
I use Plant Power on everything on our farm.
Plant Power helps me grow more food for my deer.
Plant Power works great on my ball fields.
I'll never grow a garden without Plant Power.
Plant Power works for us.
Farmers use it, and so do we. Plant Power from Delta Ag.
When you change the game, you make the rules. Introducing the all-new Vapor from 10 Point. the most technologically advanced crossbow ever created. 10-point. There is no substitute.
Bradley propane smoker runs on batteries, so I can set it up easily most anywhere. I no longer have to go to town to satisfy my sophisticated palate. Only problem is, I do get a little lonely. Well, if you like that, you're gonna love my apple smoked lamb tenderloin with a mint sauce and a rice pilaf. Marvelous with the Merlot. So, you from around here?
We have opportunities to go to so many great places across the United States. We deer hunt, we bird hunt, we fish for a wide range of species, we take big game and little game, and when it's all said and done, those are some incredible trips that we get to go on. And you know, as outdoorsmen, both fishermen and hunters, what that ends up being is we've got a lot of meat and fish when it's all said and done, and that's phenomenal for me because I love to cook wild game and fish all year long. And when you take all these different species, you can't eat it right away. I mean, some of these animals and fish are gigantic and they've got to be frozen. And that's where the Food Saver, Game Saver lineup of the silver and bronze models really come into play for all of our trips that we go on. It allows us to package everything that we harvest and catch. The ease of operation of these units is legendary. I mean, you can basically take them anywhere that you need to go and you're gonna have success. Whether you're using them at home after you've gotten back or you're using them right out in the field, both of these units play a huge role in ensuring you're gonna have fresh game and fish for months to come. And that easy operation is something that everybody likes. Nobody in today's world wants to make things harder than they are. That's why the Food Saver, Game Saver lineup, both the bronze and silver models, and the newest ones yet to come, are items that you're always going to see when I get ready to head to the field to ensure my catch and harvest are good to eat for months to come. One thing about the Food Saver, Game Saver Silver is I can actually do everything right here on my boat. I'm sitting at the boat ramp right now. I've already filleted my fish and I can plug this unit right into the exact same batteries that I've been running my trolling motor and electronics on all day long. It's super easy to use. I drop my fillet right into here and I vacuum pack and seal everything so I'm done once I get home. It's one of the easiest things that I'll have to do in my whole trip. The hardest thing was catching them. Now I can go home, drop these in the freezer. A couple of days from now or later in the year, I'm ready to eat.
There's nothing like freshly caught fish and game. With the help of the Food Saver Game Saver system, your fish and game can stay fresh tasting, tender, and moist as the day you brought them home. Vacuum sealing your catch with the Food Saver Game Saver system locks out the air and moisture that cause spoilage and keeps your catch fresh up to 5 times longer than traditional storage methods. Avoid waste by storing your catch properly. Vacuum sealed fish can last up to 2 years in the freezer. You'll conserve freezer space and virtually eliminate freezer burn while you and your family enjoy fresh caught flavor for months, even years. Vacuum packaging is also a great solution for transporting your fresh catch. Simply place vacuum packaged seafood in a cooler with ice or cold packs. It won't smell and it will be much tighter and more effective than paper wrapping. The Food Saver Game Saver Bronze Vacuum Sealing System comes in an official mossy oak breakup infinity pattern. It vertically flips for convenient storage and features a built-in roll holder and bag cutter. Limited lifetime warranty also included. Created with hunters, fishermen, and outdoor enthusiasts in mind, the new Food Saver Game Saver Vacuum Sealing System features an updated, rugged design with integrated carrying handle and large rubberized buttons. This new design has intelligent sealing control and includes a bonus 15-foot 12-volt power cord, extra large drip tray, and built-in storage compartment. Preserve your prize game and prevent freezer burn. You spend hundreds of dollars a year on outdoor gear that helps you make a perfect catch. Now it's your chance to preserve it. For more information, go to foodsaver.com. Coming up, the big dog just got better. It's the new Garmin Astro, the dog tracking system. Stay tuned. Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at Deer Gear TV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV.
When you change the game, you make the rules. Introducing the all-new Stealth SS from 10 Point, the most compact crossbow we've ever created. 10 Point, there is no substitute.
I trust this muzzleloader every time, because next time could be that once in a lifetime. It's about that one shot that makes all the time I put in worth it. That one trophy that just consumes your mind. That one moment that didn't get away. When you're a Thompson center hunter and every hunt is a chance to outdo the last, the hunt never ends.
Julie Goloski, Smith & Wesson Consumer Program Manager and World Champion Shooter.
Joe Zanetti, Smith & Wesson Finishing Specialist and lifelong hunter.
Jim Dalton, Smith & Wesson Master Gunsmith. I shoot competitively, and so does my son.
Our people, our products, our passion. Smith & Wesson.
Garmin's Ted Gartner is an avid outdoorsman, and sharing his love of outdoors with his son Jack is something he really enjoys.
I'm fortunate to have a kid that really loves the outdoors, and we spend a lot of time outdoors, but coming down here to Southwest Texas and really getting away from it all and spending 2 or 3 days down here with him is an awesome experience.
Oh, I just love nature and just seeing it. Whatever it is, and I like spending time with my dad. It's just a fun deal.
Last year, Jack harvested his very first whitetail on a trip to Wade's annual youth deer camp, and this year he's back and hoping to go after a buck. After a nerve-wracking morning in the blind, Ted and Jack are back out for the evening, and several mature bucks have entered the field.
Wait, here comes. Is that the same deer behind us?
I can't see his rack. He's big-bodied deer, though.
The second night was completely out of the ordinary, at least in my experience. You know, we had a buck kind of move in and kind of check things out. Then another one kind of leaked in, and they were kind of working on the fringes. And you know, after all said and done, about 30 minutes, we had 6 bucks in there, and at least 3 of them were nice mature bucks. And there was one that we saw in the fringes that Jack really had his eye on.
Well, he was big, for one, and I really like a big deer. And second of all, he was just really good looking, and you could definitely tell he was fighting, because some of the tines had broken off, and you could tell he was definitely quite a deer.
He was one of the last ones to come out and get in the open where we had a decent shot, but it was a tense situation the entire time.
The deer that's close there, he's just coming in. See him coming in? That's a nice deer, Jack. Which way is he facing?
Left. Now he's facing towards us.
Okay, that's your deer, man.
Please, dear God, you know, Jack needs a good shot at this deer. You know, make that deer turn, get that deer broadside, and fortunately, we were able to have that chance.
Turn on us, buddy.
There we go.
Okay. Be careful. Okay, if you got the shot, take it. Take him. You hit him.
Was it a kill shot?
I don't know. I'm pretty darn sure you hit him.
What?
Man, that took a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was an intense.
That was as intense as it gets. I'm glad I looked positive, but inside I was just really nervous.
Jack made the shot, and you know, we got over to to where he shot this deer. We found a little bit of blood, a tiny little bit of blood and bone. We were fighting a fight against time. It was getting dark, and it was getting dark quick. You know, luckily we did have a Garmin with us, and we were able to mark that waypoint of that last blood trail that we were able to find in the light.
With the fading light, Wade and the Deer Gear crew called in Jim Tichenell and his tracking dog Belle in hopes that with the help of the Garmin Astro dog tracking technology, Belle will be able to find Jack's buck.
Jack's got a deer down, and we need to find him.
Well, basically what you're going to do is you're going to run behind my dog Belle. She'll find anything. She's got over about 820, 830 recoveries with your Astro system.
We'll pair up this Astro with your dog, and you tell us where that deer is, and we'll shake hands over it.
Let's take a closer look at the Garmin Astro technology.
Well, this is Garmin's Astro GPS dog tracking system, and it's two parts. You've got your handheld receiver, Astro 320, and you've got your DC40 dog collar. And basically these are both GPS enabled. You put this around your dog's neck, it knows where this is, you turn this on, it knows where you are, and it sends wirelessly between the collar and your handheld. And then it's just a matter of looking on the map and seeing exactly where your dog is. Not only where he is in relation to you, but what he's doing, whether he's treeing, whether he's pointing, that sort of thing, how far he's moving, which direction he's moving, how fast he's moving, it's all on there. Another great thing about the Astro is it has the option to load highly detailed topo maps on it. This is great for a hunter, so you can see not only where you are and where your dog is, but what's going on around you and your dog. You know, a lot of times you can see where a creek is, where a ridge is. Say maybe your dog's getting close to a road. You know that because of the Garmin Astro. It's a wonderful, wonderful safety device for you and your dog, and it's also just enjoyable. Instead of worrying about where your dog is, you know where he is and what he's up to.
Waterproof with a tough, rugged exterior, the Garmin Astro is built for the rigors of the outdoors. For more on this or any other Garmin products, visit Garmin.com.
I was fortunate enough to be on the Astro development team, and I kind of made that unit selfishly for me and my dogs. And it benefits so many people, and it benefits your son. I mean, this product, you know, helped find my boy's first deer, and it was really cool, and to see that is a really gratifying experience.
I feel terrific. It's just the best feeling in the world to get your first buck, and to be a good buck like that. It's awesome.
Awesome, man. I'm so proud of you. You got him. To see that deer right there, it went from you know, tired, worn out, to about the most excited I've ever been, and one of the moments that I will never forget with my son when I see that deer on the ground. And I'm a proud dad.
You know, my dad and I had a lot of fun together, just in the blind together, talking, and we were both really excited I got my first buck. And he's a lot of fun to spend time with, and I'm really glad I got to shoot my first buck next to him.
This buck has a lot of character. Number one, he's your first buck, but he's a cool buck, too.
Yeah.
You should be proud, man.
I am proud as I can get.
Me too.
For more information, go to Garmin.com. We'll be right back with Delta Ag's Morgan Tyler. He'll show you the way to plant food plots in a very dry area. Also learn how to set up a pop-up blind with Deer Gear's Wade Middleton.
Get lost in the hunt, not the wilderness. Hunt with Garmin.
It's for those who get up early on weekends and those who'd rather rough it than take it easy. It's for those who know it's not just a sport, but a way of life. The new Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer with a rugged design and 12-volt adapter cord for easy use in the field, ensuring your game and fish is fresh when you need it. The Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system. Fielded fresh, sealed fresh.
Faster.
Smarter.
More powerful.
The new ZX7 processor from Stealth CAMO. The game has changed.
Deer Gear is brought to you by Bradley Smoker, Cabela's, it's in your nature, Delta Ag, High-Vis Shooting Systems, and Arctic Ice.
All right, today here we're out in Kinney County, Texas. We're about, I guess 30 miles east of Del Rio, Texas. Obviously in a very, very dry area here in somewhat of a desert type area. And normally you wouldn't think that food plots would work in this area. And granted, we have less rainfall, but you can do some food plots here. And what we've done, this is the first year plot here, okay? So, and if you look across it, it doesn't look like we've got a whole lot of forage here. But when we get down to looking at this, I'm seeing a lot of browse pressure here. We're in an area with a very high deer density. And in turn, we're getting a lot of browse pressure. There's a lot of plants that are not very tall, but we are providing attraction. Actually, we just pulled into this food plot. It's, I believe, January 10th today, and in the middle of the afternoon at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we ran 4 deer out of the plot, so they're in here using this food plot. And just show you what I'm talking about. Let's take a look right here. You'll see as we dig this up, you know, on the top of the ground, it looks very, very dry, okay? But when you get down here, you see this soil's a little darker. We've actually got, break this up, a fair amount of moisture, okay? See when that's bunching up like that? That's pretty good subsoil moisture considering the very dry year that we had throughout the summer. If you smell it, you'll smell that good earthy tone. You know, those of us that have farmed or ever, you know, tilled a garden, you get that really good earth tone smell. So with soil solution, we go back in and we're actually feeding that bacteria. And if you've got more bacteria and kind of like I say, the good bugs in the soil, that soil's going to hold more moisture, okay? So the next thing you'll notice after we've done the soil solution, when you're looking at this plant right here, what you're seeing above the ground doesn't look like very much of a plant. You look across this field and think, golly, you know, there's really not a whole lot growing there. But what seed coat does is as we break this up, you can see how good of a root system that plant has on it. What we've done here, you know, with the seed coat, you know, we've done the soil solution, now we've done the seed coat at planting, and that's going to help develop a better root system on the plant. And we've also done 2 applications of plant power to help further develop that root development on the plant. So, I mean, that's the reason we've got what we've got out here. I mean, we're in a desert and growing a food plot in an area that's very high deer density. And you know, like I said, we pulled in here and we blew 4 deer out of the field in the middle of the afternoon on January 10th. So we've got, you know, quite a deer utilizing this. It's been several deer throughout the year harvested on this food plot. And it's simply because we've got a plant here that's able to perform in extremely dry conditions.
For more information, please go to seedcoat.com.
Portable blinds like these pop-ups right here are really popular. You can wad them up, you can take them, you can set them up real easy, but a lot of people just throw them up and don't think anything else about them. I'm a big believer in creating the illusion that this is a bush. You know, I use a lot of the native surroundings and what's given to me to make them blend in. I'll put it up against the edge, I'll cut a lot of brush, and I'll haul that brush from somewhere else. I don't like to cut the brush exactly where I'm hunting on and bring it in from somewhere else. Then I create the cave effect, almost a 3D look to it, so that you're back in there looking out of that and it doesn't necessarily make you pop out as much. But one thing I think a lot of people make a mistake in doing on these pop-ups is they don't pay attention to their backdrop. Behind them, if you look through this window right here, you can see all the way through. And if you're moving around in there, that's going to create something for the deer to be able to pick up on. So if you'll close the stuff that's behind you, yep, you can't see out of it, but you only want to be concerned with what's in front of you most of the time. So close that, create that darkness, create that 3D illusion, and I think you'll be more successful when it comes to putting out a pop-up blind.
Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at Deer Gear TV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV.